All right, let's just get right into it. We're going to tackle a massive problem that, let's be honest, drives so many B2B companies crazy. You're creating all this content, but it's just not turning into revenue. So today we are breaking down why that's happening and, way more importantly, how you can actually fix it. So you've got a company blog, and your marketing team is hustling, right? They're writing, they're posting, they're plugging away at that editorial calendar. And from the outside, it looks like the content machine is humming along just fine. And yeah, of course, you're all over LinkedIn too, sharing those blog posts, dropping company updates, you're even getting some likes and comments. You're checking all the boxes, doing everything you think you're supposed to be doing.
But then you take a look at the sales pipeline and it's just crickets. All of that activity, all of that effort, it just isn't translating into actual business. So what's going on here? Where is the disconnect?
Well, that brings us to the absolute heart of the problem. We get so caught up chasing the wrong things. Getting applause from the algorithm feels good for sure, but let's be real, likes don't pay the bills. So here's the uncomfortable truth, and it's a big one. Most B2B content is built to please algorithms, not executives. We spend all our time optimizing for Google bots and the LinkedIn feed instead of for that skeptical VP who's got maybe 5 minutes to decide if you actually have something valuable to say. We're playing the wrong game entirely. But, and this is a really big but, when you do thought leadership the right way, it's not just another line item in your marketing plan. It is, without a doubt, the single highest performing play in the entire B2B playbook. The potential here is just staggering, and the numbers absolutely back that up.
Okay, let's look at the actual data. First up, 60%. Think about that for a second. 60% of senior executives have read a piece of thought leadership and had that aha moment, realizing their company was totally overlooking a major business opportunity. This isn't just content, you see. This is literally setting their agenda.
So, okay, it sets the agenda. Cool. But does it actually get them to do anything? Well, check out this next number. 75%. 3 out of every 4 C-suite leaders have made a purchase directly because of a piece of thought leadership they read. That's a straight line from content to contract. No ambiguity.
And if you think that's powerful, it gets even better. It's not just about winning the deal, it's about how good that deal is. Another 60% of executives say they are willing to pay a premium to work with brands that put out consistently high-quality thought leadership. So it doesn't just open the door, it actually makes what's behind that door way more valuable.
And this quote on the screen just says it all. When executives are not only buying from you, but are willing to pay more because of what you write, that's not a fuzzy brand metric. That is a revenue metric, period.
So if the upside is this massive, why are so many companies missing out? Well, it's because they fall right into what the source material calls the generic content trap.
And here's what that trap is all about. The problem isn't your writers. They're probably fantastic. The real problem is the knowledge they can't get to. The truly game-changing insights are locked away in the minds of your top engineers, your seasoned strategists, your veteran product leaders, and those are usually not the people writing the blog posts.
And this is where it gets just wild. Take a look at this. Less than 5%, I have to say that again, less than 5% of the employees with genuine, deep expertise are actually contributing to their company's content. That means 95% of your organization's genius is just sitting on the sidelines.
And that creates this huge divide, right? On one side, you've got generic content. It's built for algorithms, and it generates applause. On the other side, you've got true thought leadership. It's built from real expertise, it's designed for executives, and it generates revenue. It's a choice you have to make.
Okay, so enough about the problem. How do we actually fix this? Let's get into the solution, and we'll start with the most powerful B2B platform there is, LinkedIn. But it's going to require a big shift in how you think about it.
You see, most companies use LinkedIn like a megaphone. They're just broadcasting press releases and chasing those vanity metrics. The right way to use it is like a boardroom. It's a place where you strategically position your experts, not your logo, to build genuine authority and have real conversations with the people who can actually sign the checks. So here's the bottom line. Your people are infinitely more credible than your company page. When your VP of engineering shares a sharp, data-backed insight about a problem that keeps your target buyers up at night, your company instantly stops being just another vendor. You become the people who really get it.
So, let's say you do that. You've unlocked your internal experts, they're sharing brilliant stuff. But all that brilliance goes to waste if the right people never see it. This is the second half of the puzzle, the missing link that connects amazing content to actual revenue.
And that link is a strategy called account-based marketing, or ABM for short. So forget casting a super wide net and just hoping for the best. ABM is all about precision. It's about focusing all of your energy on creating personalized buying experiences for a hand-picked list of your absolute ideal customers. And this quote just captures that mindset shift so perfectly. ABM totally changes the question from how do we reach more people to how do we win the right accounts. It's a strategic pivot from volume to value, and it gets your entire team focused on the deals that will actually move the needle. Now, in the real world, this usually boils down to two types of campaigns. You've got your one-to-few campaigns where you create content for a small group of similar accounts, like say 5 banks all facing the same challenge. And then you have one-to-one, which is the sniper approach, hyper-personalized outreach for one single super high-value target. All right, let's bring this all home. Combining deep, expert content with that precision ABM, it's not just a nice-to-have strategy anymore. It is a competitive necessity. Because here's the thing, if you're not doing this, you can bet your competitors are. I mean, just look at how people buy stuff today. B2B buyers now do up to 70% of their research all on their own, before they ever even think about talking to a sales rep. They are forming opinions, creating their shortlists, and kicking vendors out of the running all without you. And that reality leaves us with one last unavoidable question. During that huge 70% of their journey, your buyers are absolutely consuming thought leadership to help them figure things out. So the only question is, are they consuming yours or are they consuming your competitors?